Hey guys, it is Josetta Tomei here, holistic health practitioner and transformational health coach. I am reporting live today from the Virginia Beach Farmers Market. I'm going to give you a little show of what this is. Hey Brad, how are you? Super cute. Thanks for the hearts, love. So I love coming here because to support local businesses and farms and get fresh produce and meat. There's a butcher here. It's all grass-fed stuff. It's very cool. I absolutely adore it here. But I am here today relaxing. I'm having a cup of unsweetened iced tea and hey, thank you. And I am just here to tell you why I do what I do. And as a woman, as a mom, as a spouse, as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, and even when I was a teacher, what happens as adults, grown people, we take care of everybody else before we take care of ourselves. We have this list of things to do. Like this morning, I spent a couple of hours at the doctor's office with my child, and then hey, I love you too. We spent a couple hours at the doctor's office this morning for my daughter, and then I had to drop her off at school and get her ready for pictures, and then come back to the pharmacy and get her some stuff. And like I'm always on the go and always worried about other people. Oh, my husband needs to eat this and my child needs to eat this and she has a doctor's appointment and she has this. And what happens is we push ourselves down on the list and we end up really far behind and all the way on the bottom, and we forget to take care of ourselves, and we forget who we are and what we need and how to keep healthy. And the reality is that we cannot pour from an empty cup. We cannot be the best spouses, the best mothers, the best kids, the best friends, the best workers, if we're not taking care of who we are on the inside and on the outside. So that means our health, that means our wellness. And I have personally gone through multiple times in my life, where I have been lost. And I'm sure it will happen again, because we all go through change and we all go through transformation and we all go through struggle and we all go through moments where we sit and evaluate, why am I here? What is moving me in my life? Is anything moving me at this exact moment? And the reality is that sometimes there's not, and that's a cue that we need to change. And I felt there have been multiple, but there were two major turning points for me in my life that I distinctly remember led me on this path to help heal others. One of them was my divorce. My first marriage was unhappy for me. It was extraordinarily unhappy for me. And what that looked like is that I was living my life for him. I was on antidepressants. I was trying to go to counseling, and all this stuff was happening. And I was losing exactly who I was as a person. And I still wasn't the one to pull the plug. Like, despite the fact that I had put in all my energy and all my time and all my efforts, I wasn't the person who pulled the plug, but I was gone. I was lost. I was miserable. And so what that looked like for me is that at some stage, he finally pulled the plug. And I'm very lucky that he did that, because in retrospect now, looking back at that moment and the changes I made afterwards, I realized that I was giving somebody else control of my own happiness. And we do that all the time. We are afraid to make changes. We are afraid to do things that make us happy for whatever reason that might be. And I was afraid, and I let him have control. And now another time was after I had my daughter. Super fantastic time in my life. Those of you who have kids will know exactly what I mean. When you have a child, that changes your whole world. And that is a beautiful thing. So I am not saying that is not beautiful. However, it is hard. You start to redefine yourself as a human being. I quit my job so I could stay home with her. So I was this career-oriented, independent woman who had my own finances under control and could always do what I wanted. And now, all of a sudden, I was literally a milk machine for a whole entire year, like succumbing to this little being. I was in the house, and we moved to a new state. I didn't have any friends. I didn't know what to do, and I was really lost again. And I started to reevaluate that balance, and I had to figure out what I needed to do for me in order to get out of that rut, get out of that mindset, and redefine who I am. I love you. Bye. Thanks for joining. So I guess what I want to say is that that's why I do what I do. I've been there. We've all been there. And I want to help every single person realize when they're in that rut and notice that they have control over exactly how to get out of it. And so, this wasn't my short scope. Clearly, it was supposed to be, but I'm going to redo like a quick recap about how this scope is. But I am absolutely grateful for being here today. The beautiful weather, the opportunity. You know, I got my nails done last weekend and a woman stopped me in the parking lot. She saw my nails and she was carrying a baby, and she looked at me and she said, "Oh gosh, you have those things in your toes." She goes, "I wish I could go for a pedicure." She goes, "I don't have the time. I have 2 kids and a husband and I'm working." And you know, I looked at her and I said, you need to make time for you, because you can't take care of anybody else if you don't take care of yourself. And so don't feel guilty about getting your nails done. Don't feel bad asking for help when you need it, saying, "Hey, can you watch the kids so I can go take some time for me?" Because that recharge is what we need every day. So after the morning with the doctor, I dropped my kid off at school and I said, hold up, I'm not going to work for a couple of hours. I am going to sit in the farmer's market and I am going to have a cup of tea and I am going to just relax in the sunshine and enjoy. And that is going to make me better when I pick her up and I feel confident. So I absolutely adore you all. I hope you took the time to watch this, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.